when I think of my favorite Pedro Martinez moments, two come to mind. One on the field, one off the field. On the field, I go back to 1999, the ALDS championship against the Cleveland Indians. The Sox started out bad, and Pedro started out bad in this one. Game one, he had some back problems, had to leave after like 4 innings. Sox lost that one. They lost game 2. They were down in a hole, but then they came back. They won the next 2 games, and you had the big game 5 in Cleveland. I was there to cover it, and again, things started out poorly for the Sox. You had Brett Saberhagen and Derek Lowe last just 3 innings, giving up 8 runs, leaving the Sox in a hole. Their bats were pretty good, so it was actually tied 8-8, but the question was who was going to take the mound. Well, Pedro Martinez volunteered to take the ball, back problems and all, go as far as he could, even though he was just starting after 3 innings. Well, he went the full 6 innings the rest of the way, gave up, I think, 3 walks, the only Cleveland base runners at all, 8 strikeouts. The Sox ended up winning the against Cleveland there, went on, didn't win the World Series there, of course, as we know, but what a performance by Pedro Martinez in relief, and that was a unique one and a great one. Going forward to 2004, my memory of Pedro Martinez was how he and that team were so much fun to cover, and how he had a mascot, a Lucky Charm, a very small one, Nelson de la Rosa, the little person he would bring in on his shoulder, bring into the locker room. He was his Lucky Charm that carried him all the way to the comeback against the Yankees and the World Series that year. People remember a lot of things about that World Series 1, but I remember that this was a team that was so much fun to cover. Can you imagine any team, much less the Red Sox these days, having a little person in the locker room as a Lucky Charm? The number of personalities there that made this so much more than just a sports story, and that was what Pedro Martinez was, more than just a sports story, a real unique individual, great on the field, great off the field to cover as well.